So, this is the cluttered mess. It's the first time I've had to put Legos on the floor. BT dubs. I hate this. This is driving me insane. Legos should never be on the floor. But yeah, this is the cluttered mess that I've been dealing with for the last couple of months since all of my shelving units had to go because there was mold under them. So they all had to get trashed, and I just finally got out and bought all of the metal shelves to match these guys over here that are going to go along this wall. And I got some new IKEA tables that are going to go in the middle. I'm going to line 3 up there and actually be able to spread my city out. So hopefully this is the last time that I will see this jumbled mess of nonsense, and the next time I turn my camera on, it will be nice, clean, with a clean floor, and all of my Legos actually laid out in their proper orientation, and hopefully I'll be able to get my Ferris wheel into my actual city, and my pet shop, and my Sanctum Sanctorum into my actual city. Yay! Hopefully. I'm really hoping I didn't mess all the measurements up and that there's actually room to do this, or I'm going to be a sad panda. Shelf 1 complete. So all that stuff should fit easily on this. Hopefully. So, this is my city in its current collapsed condition. I just built the first of my 3 tables, and those are all going to be going here. I might have one lengthwise up against this wall once I clear this stuff out. But either way, I'm going to have at least 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 2, 3 of those. So that's going to be a major upgrade. Goodbye, Prototype City. Yeah, so, before, I was confined to a pretty small area, a square area, so I didn't really have much choice about where to put things. I just had to kind of put them where they fit. And then I ran out of space, and nothing fit. Now I have 2 of these tables together, and I have more room than I did on the table they were on before, and I have another whole 3rd table that I've yet to even set up, and I can't decide how to lay this stuff out. I can't decide how I actually want things to be. I have, like, too many options now. Hello, YouTube. So after quite a bit of rearranging and working and stuff, I've got the first basic layout of my city. So I guess this is the official reveal of Toykyo. Not entirely set on everything's location. I might swap the Parisian restaurant and the detective's office. I don't know how I feel about the order that these things are in. This is where the corner garage is going to be going when it gets here on Tuesday. It was supposed to be delivered today. Then they pushed it back to Saturday. Now it's pushed back to Tuesday, so that's fun. And I actually went to the Lego store today to try to hopefully hit up the pick-a-brick wall, because I have to build 25 more of these little modular road plates so I can actually have streets. And then back here it's going to be like a little pedestrian walkway area, and this whole thing's going to be a park. Right now I'm just using this as kind of a performance stage area, but this is all just kind of placeholder. It's going to be a park with a little walkway area, some seating in the back for the diner and Pepe's Pizza, and a little street out to the road. And the road's going to continue down here. It's going to turn. Then this is actually going to be a wooden dock that goes out to here. I'm not entirely sure. I think I want to build a small kind of end cap modular piece just to finish this off. I don't want to just block the walkways off. I don't mind it so much on the top if I had to do that, but it would make not so much sense for this to just kind of be like stairs to a wall. So I'm going to try to probably build something. I might just build a little walkway area around there, and I'm going to build a little cross bridge thing there probably so people can actually get to the lift. Haven't completely decided on that yet. I might scoot all of this stuff down about 16 studs and put a wider waterway, but for right now my plan... Why is the light so bad? I'm knocking stuff over. For right now my plan is just to basically fill this part up with water. It's going to be a little waterway that goes between these two buildings, and this is all going to be water that goes down past my beach and then ends in a larger pool of water, and then there's going to be more wooden dock area around here. The street's going to go up here, and then there's going to be a second row of dock, and there's going to be some shops and stuff along there, and then this is where the Ferris wheel is going to be. I haven't totally decided how I'm going to orient that yet. And pardon all this stuff, apparently the base plates, when I slide them around on this table, kind of like leave some stuff. So that's not a scratch or anything, it's like base plate dust. I don't know. Yeah, so gonna be dock there. I don't know why it keeps white balance is being super weird. This area over here is going to become the residential area. So I'm actually going to mock up a little kind of mini Fortress of Solitude house to put this in. Road's going to continue down there. Like I said, boardwalk along here, road down here to a residential area. That is, I just got the, well, I'll show you the sets I have waiting. Roller coaster, I believe, is going to go right there if it fits. I might have to scoot this forward a little bit, so I don't know how the road is going to be a normal 16 stud wide modular road plate like these ones over here, going that way and back that way, and then another 16 stud wide pedestrian walkway in there. I'm not sure how wide the wooden pier boardwalk area here is going to be. It's probably just going to be a thinner one kind of here in front of those shops, so I can have a wider, probably a double row of houses here and here with a road in the middle, kind of like a cul-de-sac situation. So hopefully I'll be able to fit the roller coaster here. I might need to scoot that up a little bit and have the roller coaster here, but I haven't gotten that yet, and I'm not going to be able to afford that for quite some time, so that is a ways off in the future. And this shelf with all of my Beast Wars Transformers, every year of Beast Wars all the way into the Japanese exclusive stuff, and Beast Machines down at the bottom. This is the last wooden shelf. I have finally replaced all of the other wooden shelves with metal shelves. They're not all fully organized yet. Pretty much this row in the middle and those two and the bottom shelf there are done. These just have things sitting on them. They're not really how they're going to be. But the stuff is at least on them. I have a bit more stuff that I have to organize and put away. I'm going to be knocking this middle shelf, so it's a double area, and that's where my Titans are going to go. So that's where Metroplex and Fort Max over there are going to end up being. Then I have my kind of spare Lego set, stuff that's probably not going to fit in my city. I wanted to try to get Garmadon's volcano lair into the beach area, since Ninjago City's over there, and it would be movie accurate to have it kind of semi-close to there, so I can have some Shark Army dudes attacking the beach, but I don't know if that's going to work out. I did put that on a blue base plate, so I might be able to figure something out there. We'll see. I really wanted to get Vader's Castle into my city somehow, kind of as a goof. I might still try to fit that into the residential area like it's a house or something, because in case you haven't noticed, I don't really take this too seriously, so I don't mind Darth Vader's house being, next to the modular family homes or anything like that. I would enjoy that, so yeah, that might happen. I would really, really, really like to get Joker's Manor back here in the very back of the residential area, kind of as the big mansion that all the other houses lead up to. Again, I don't know that that's going to work. I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to get the coaster there. But, as I started saying, this is the last wooden shelf. And once I get some more stuff over there situated and moved around, those two bottom shelves, I'm hoping, will fit a majority of this stuff. Because these are much shallower, much thinner shelves than those. So I've been able to basically combine a lot of my older shelves into one singular shelf each. So things are kind of spread out. They're taking up more room than they actually will end up taking up over there. So I'm hoping most of this stuff fits over there, if not all of it. So what I might actually end up doing is getting another smaller table that just kind of juts out, like this way. Obviously I'd have to duck under it, but I don't really care that much about that. All of these tables are something I can get underneath. It's not very difficult to. So I might do that, and then that will give me more of an area to possibly just scoot the whole amusement park back onto that, kind of like a pier jutting out, and then that would give me even more area for residential stuff, and possibly to extend my beach a little bit. The one thing I'm not super thrilled about, like I said, this is all kind of first draft, but the one thing I'm not super thrilled about is that the majority of my beach is going to only be about 12 studs thick. So I'm probably going to end up cutting into this with water once I actually get all the tiles and stuff for it. Because I don't want to just have a 12 stud wide strip of water. So obviously I can't really cut into it here at the fishing store, but I'm probably going to end up making some of this water as well, and then this is going to be kind of an end inlet pool thing with a little jetty situation coming out there, and like I said, this will be kind of a concourse walkway between different rides. So because of that, since the entrance to this ride's over here, I'm guessing this is probably going to turn 90 degrees so that people entering the amusement park can get onto this ride or get onto the coaster. I'm not entirely positive I'm going to get the carousel yet. If I do get the carousel, I might actually put that in the center instead of the park, but I do want to make kind of a nice green area with like a square four-corner type park that has a little playground in it and some seating areas and some stuff like that. So it's kind of a park for adults and kids, and then, like I said, that'll be kind of some outdoor seating areas for the Parisian restaurant. Already kind of has one up there, but probably just for the diner and for the pizza truck. And I'm gonna have they're kind of sitting in there, the little hot dog guy from the Ninjago area and the little satellite shop, since the coffee shop's technically in the back of that building right there. This is probably going to move over to this little walkway, just so people on the other end of the city can get their coffee without having to go all the way over to the front street there. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where it is right now. This is the first attempted layout of this city since I've actually gotten my tables, so this is not necessarily where everything's going to end up, but never really is it? Things always are going to be moving around, and maybe I'll get the corner garage there and I'll hate it next to the diner and I'll have to shuffle things all around again, but for right now, this is how stuff is. My next major goal is to buy all of the 16 by 32 base plates and all of the 2x2 black tiles and basically all of the parts that I need to make more of these road blades. So I'm going to be making, I think, 21 I need of these, and then there is a square version that's essentially just half of this, so it's that. So I need that for some corners and other areas like here where it's going to be 1 and 1, and then I'll need a single 16 stud wide one that goes there, and then an actual corner one. So I've got a whole lot of tiling and plating and stuff ahead of me. I'm not even buying the parts for the pier thing yet. I'm just going to focus on the roads for now, get those all situated, make sure that all works the way I want it to, and then I'll start dealing with the beach and the pier and all that stuff. And then I'll also I'll do all the wood at the same time after I do all the streets, essentially. I'm going to try to do the pavilion area too. And then after that, the next big project will be the big park area here in the center. I have kind of a digital mock of that. I know how I think I want it to look, but I'm not sure it's actually going to look good in that space. It might create too close of an alleyway. The way I had it laid out is that there was some kind of green area around with some steps coming up in these corners, and then there was kind of a walled area with a fountain in the middle, and it was kind of divided into 4 corners with a little playground and some other like seating area and little trees and stuff like that. So not entirely sure that's going to work out how I think it is, but I haven't even attempted to build it physically yet. I just got this 48 by 48 plate at the Lego store today, and their pick-a-brick wall was pitiful, to say the least. I mean, I'm sure it's useful parts for other people, but they didn't have I was hoping for at least one part. I mean, if they had the black 2x2 tiles, that would have been amazing, because I need, I think, 1,380 of those to make all of my road plates. So that's going to cost a pretty penny when I buy it online. So I was hoping they would have those, but I would have been satisfied with any of the plates or the tiles or anything that I needed, and they did not have a single piece that goes into making these. So that was a major bummer. There's one more store nearby that I actually called and asked if they had any of the parts, and unfortunately they didn't either. So it looks like I'm out of luck on that, and I'm just going to be either pick-a-bricking or bricklinking all of them, and honestly, it's going to cost somewhere around like $348 last time I priced it out, so that's gonna be fun. But that'll be one giant expenditure, and then once I have all of those, worst case scenario, I'll have to make like 1 or 2 more, and that'll be like $10. So it'll be a big cost up front, but I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna do it all at once. Then I will have all of my roads and all of my walkways, and I'll have the base plates for the wood stuff. I'm just not gonna have the actual tiling to make them wood, so they'll just be blank 16 by 32 plates for a little while, base plates rather. Yeah, but that's pretty much where everything sits. I do have this motorized. I don't have it on right now just because it is a little loud and I didn't want it ring through the whole video. Yeah, here's a closer look at the craziness that is my Transformer shelves. Yeah, as you can see, got some stuff still in boxes, so the things on the shelves and boxes are the things that are probably going to be going onto those shelves. So, and then some of these stuff, like I have the Diaclone stuff with some of the third-party combiners, and I got to actually, kind of situate the little dudes properly, but they're on the proper shelf. And the Prime trailer is going to be going behind there, open up in repair bay mode and stuff like that. So these are the 2 shelves that are really kind of done. Everything's organized on them the way that I want it to, so they don't really need any more work, but basically every other shelf is just holding stuff right now. It's not really organized properly. So, and then the old table that I used to have everything sitting on is actually that tiny glass table back there. So the area of that table was about enough, ignoring the space that I've kind of spaced out for roads. This was all the way to the corner of it, and it was pretty much just that. So it kind of fit this square right here. So everything was kind of folded in on itself and stacked right up against itself, and it was kind of terrible. So I am very happy that I'm finally able to kind of stretch my city's legs out a little bit. I have pretty much most of that back table free to do with as I want, so I can expand. I have a couple sets. I have the Temple of Resurrection, finally. I was really hoping for this, and I got it for Christmas, so thank you, Mom, and thank you, Sister, for helping Mom and all that. I splurged and got this modular villa on their after Christmas sale thing, because it was significantly discounted, and it was also marked as hard to find or something like that. It sounded like it might be selling out soon, and I know that I think one of the other 2 smaller 3-in-1 modulars from this release wave were already sold out, so I figured I'd pick this guy up and see how I liked it. The only one from this kind of style of modular that I have is that Sweet Surprises back all the way back yonder. You can kind of make it out back there behind the sunshine camper van thing. So I'm going to build this. That's going to go into the residential area, and that will also help me kind of figure out how much space I need for other houses, because I do, blasphemy, I do plan on getting several of the Lego Friends houses, along with several of the other creator houses, like the townhouse, and I think the one called Family House, that's kind of an older set. There's a few different kind of residential house sets that I do plan on getting to put back there, and I have a couple MOCs in LDD in studio that I plan on, or Stud.io, whatever, that I plan on trying to build at some point once I actually get the parts for it. Part of my Christmas present was actually this massive lot of assorted pieces, so I need to sort through all of that and figure out what I actually have in there, because I have no clue. It's just a bunch of random stuff. Today, I wasn't planning on buying any sets today. I just went in there to get the 48 base plate for there and hopefully get some stuff for my roads. I failed on the roads, succeeded in the base plate, but I saw that they had this Lego Store exclusive Lego Store set that I have been wanting for a while, but I didn't want to buy online, and I kind of impulse bought it. So yeah, definitely going to take some work. I'm not a huge fan of open back buildings. As you can tell, I don't really have any. It's just the Sweet Surprises is the only one, and I plan on closing the back of that up pretty soon. So this is definitely going to take some work since the entire back of it is open, but it shouldn't be too hard to scoot those two displays forward a little bit and just kind of pop some back walls in there. It is a cube, so. And I also haven't decided. I might just put it all on one floor. Since it is kind of one of those new style modulars, I might pop the second floor off, put it on the back, and then just buy another, whatever that is, 8 by something plate, 6 by, I don't know, whatever this plate is up there, I can't really tell at that angle, and then just create an actual roof for it and have it just be a single story, or perhaps even the bottom floor of a larger MOC. Haven't really decided yet. I definitely wanted this, I just don't know exactly how I'm going to integrate it or modify it, since I know I'm definitely going to modify it, because I also have that little, this thingy-dealy, the little VIP situation, and I also did some build-a-minifig things, not the Imperial dude, he's from a Microfighter set, but I did some build-a-minifig things, and I got the little spider lady. They had all the parts for her. It's a different face than the one that actually came in the collector series, but I like it more than the weird vampire face. So, and I got a weird mime clown. Yeah, I just wanted to build minifigs. I didn't really care what they were. So I'm gonna try to integrate that VIP Lego set into this somehow, and then also close it up somehow. Either close it up as a 2-story building, or close it up as a 1-story building, or the first floor of a larger building. We'll see. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up as the first floor shop of a larger building that has apartments above it or something like that, but I haven't really gotten this into Digital Designer yet, and I haven't really started messing around with it. So, I'll figure that out. I didn't even know I was going to have this until a couple hours ago. Then, just to continue populating my roads and such, I also picked this up on the after Christmas sale, because it was also discounted pretty heavily. I'm going to have this probably parked in the area where there's going to be like kind of food trucks and stuff around in the park, or in the pre-park, I guess. That'll be a paved area before you actually get to the larger park itself. And I do plan on also getting the Little Friends art van, and there's a third. Oh, the Olivia's mission vehicle thing. I'm going to be getting that. And what's nice about this new setup is that it can fit my review stuff. So that's it's not as cool as Jang Bricks. Sorry guys to let you down. But that's basically my white void that I used for all my Transformers reviews. So I'll be able to use those for Lego stuff as well. And I kept that old table back there, and it kind of slides under there conveniently. So I'll be able to pull that out. I'll be able to use it to build or work on stuff, or do reviews. So that's nice. And yeah, that's pretty much the state of affairs in Corelli Collectibles Purple Parlor. Got to clean up all that stuff, I haven't really decided how I'm going to deal with the temples. Obviously, the mechs don't really fit into the city very well. They're huge. I'll probably pose them up, like, going through fighting stuff every once in a while, but they're not going to be a mainstay feature. Like I said, I do want to try to find some way to get the Vader's Castle and the Joker stuff into the city somehow. I'm not entirely sure. I would love to get the temples into the city. I would love that temple and the Resurrection Temple in the city somehow. I just have no idea how or where to do that. I'd really like the Garmadon volcano lair in the city somewhere. Again, don't know how to do that. Hogwarts, that's just a pipe dream. That thing's too sprawling. It would take up way too much room, so I think that's going to chill over there in its own little Harry Potter universe. I also wanted to get the Batman movie Arkham Asylum set, and that's pretty large, so I don't really know how I'm going to do that stuff. Those might just kind of be on their own shelves, and I'll just kind of build separate little sections of the city that aren't actually connected to the main city that chill over there on their own little shelves. So I might have a Ninjago temples and Batman stuff. I'll probably get the Batcave break-in set as well at some point, so haven't totally decided on that. I have to reorganize now that I have other stuff set. I have to reorganize all my Super Sentai mech. It's all that stuff down there. It's all Japanese import Super Sentai, and then Voltron for some reason. I don't know why Voltron's there. Yeah, and I think that just about covers everything. Oh, yeah. So I did buy 3 of the rooms, the deluxe rooms and the normal rooms. I got Olivia, Emma, and Stephanie. Basically, I'm saving those until I get their respective houses, and then I'm going to take the parts and the stickers and stuff from those and build them into the houses, because I am going to end up rebuilding those houses so that they're complete structures, because all of them are open back. So I'm going to basically take those sets, use the parts, and actually build full modular houses out of them, and I'll use those stuffs to kind of fill in those houses. So that is everything where it is now. It's pretty much everything I'm planning for the coming handful of months, depending on budget and time and ability. Yeah. Thank you for sticking with me if you did, and I will see you guys next time.